Greetings, fellow hunters. Well, it's Supernatural Summer 2025, and this month we're going to take a look at Supernatural Season 5. So, let's kick things off with the first episode of Supernatural Season 5 Sympathy for the Devil. Sam and Dean are trapped in the vegetable as Lucifer breaks free of his confinement, following Sam killing Lilith and breaking the last of the 66 seals. Just as a blinding light and high-pitched sound force them to their knees, they're transported into an airplane flying over St. Mary's Convent in Ilchester, Maryland, where Lucifer was confined. The pair spot Lucifer's release as the church is destroyed. Landing safely, although unsure how they were saved, they travel to Krupke's Hollow and the devastated remains of Chuck's house. After hitting Sam with a plunger, he explains that the Archangel had blown Castiel apart, to the brothers' dismay. Chuck senses the angels as Zechariah and a contingent of angels arrive. Zechariah tells Dean that the time for games is done as he is needed to battle Lucifer, who was seeking a vessel to possess. Sam was shocked Lucifer needs a vessel, as Zechariah explains as an angel that is required. Dean is angry and not willing to help the angels, as they're responsible for jump-starting the apocalypse. Zechariah defends that statement says Sam is fully responsible and tells Dean they had a chance to stop him, but it failed. He tells Dean that they are on the same side since they have a common enemy, Lucifer, and Dean needs the angels to help him defeat him. Dean still refuses, and Zechariah starts to warn him about his rebellion, until he notices Dean's hand is bleeding. He has already partly drawn an angel banishing sigil on the sliding door with his own blood. He pulls the sliding door to reveal the sigil, then snaps his bloody palm onto it, and Zechariah and his angels disappear. Learn that from my friend Cass, you son of a bitch. At a motel room, Sam arrives with some hex bags to tie them from the angels, which Sam reluctantly admits Ruby taught him how to make. Sam says he isn't feeling any after effects from the demon blood. He tries to talk to Dean about what's happened about freeing Lucifer, but Dean refuses to engage with him. Dean suggests that they treat as any hunt, and they set about finding Lucifer. A brief scene of a man named Nick, who sees him having nightmares or hallucinations, is shown. After hallucinating that his bed is full of blood, he finds his dead wife, actually Lucifer, lying beside him in bed, whispering to him, "You're special." Becky Rosen, obviously a fan of the supernatural books written by Chuck Shirley, judged by the posters in the room, is writing some Wincest fan fiction. When Chuck instant messages her and asks her to pass a message to Dean and Sam, she thinks it's a joke until it reveals the stories are real. To her delight, she thought so. She meets the person and amazed to see Sam in person before she delivers the message. However, the message that the angels have lost Michael's sword and that it is to be found in a castle on a hill made of 42 dogs doesn't appear to make sense. Bobby arrives in the Apollo with research about the Archangel Michael, Lucifer's older brother and the strongest of the angels. Sam confesses to Bobby that it was his actions to free Lucifer, and Bobby coldly tells him that once the hunt is over, he wants nothing to do with Sam. Sam leaves to do some research. By researching further, Dean gets an idea, and going through some of John Winchester's old things, he finds a receiver storage facility that fits the message from Chuck. Bobby then attacks Dean, revealing that he has been possessed. Just then, a woman arrives with a henchman. It is Meg, the demon that once worked with Azazel and possessed Sam during the events of Born Under a Bad Sign. Meg says the demons want Dean dead so he can't stop Lucifer. She kisses Dean and tells him that Bobby's still alive while possessed and orders the latter to kill Dean with Ruby's knife. But just about to strike, Bobby manages to battle the demon and stab himself instead. Sam returns and helps dispatch the other two demons, but Meg escapes by leaving her vessel. Nick wanders through his house, distraught. His wife and child have been murdered during a home invasion. As he grieves, he starts hallucinating again. Sam and Dean drop off a gravely injured Bobby at the hospital and race to John's lockup. Once there, they find some dead demons, and Zechariah with some angel muscle. Zechariah reveals they misled Chuck. In truth, Michael's sword is at the storage lockup. It's Dean. Zechariah explains that Dean is to be the vessel for the Archangel Michael so he can defeat Lucifer. When a shocked Dean refuses to be an angel condom, Zechariah states he has enough of Dean's jokes and breaks one of Sam's legs. Zechariah declares he is through screwing around and says heaven will have its leader, as Dean realizes Michael needs his permission to possess him, which is why Zechariah is telling him this. Zechariah confirms that they need that they need Dean to consent to this and offer to tell Bobby, says that Bobby will never walk again if Dean refuses. Dean appears tempted but still refuses. Zachary then strikes Dean with stage 4 stomach cancer as he coughs up blood. Zachary stops Sam from breathing by taking away his lungs. He approaches Dean and tells him to give in, but the latter tells them to just kill them as Zachary states he's getting started. Just then Castiel appears. He calls Zachary his henchman with the angel blade. Zachary questions how he's alive as Castiel instead of the same being who put the brothers on the plane and that brought him back. Castiel orders Zachary to make Sam and Dean whole again and then to leave. Scared of the being that Castiel implies brought him back, Zachary complies and flees. Castiel's elusive about how he's been brought back from death, but before he leaves, he touches Sam and Dean, carving Nokian sigils into their ribs that will hide them from all angels, including Lucifer and himself. Sam asks Castiel how he's still alive, but he disappears before answering. Lucifer then appears as Nick's wife Sarah and tells him that he is a vessel and that Lucifer wants his consent to possess him. Unsure of his dream, Nick questions why he would do this. Lucifer says he's misunderstood, that he was punished for loving God too much. He says that to let Nick's family be brutally murdered by a man who broke into Nick's house, God must be either uncaring or a sadist. He tells Nick possession will be painful, but Lucifer helped him get justice for his family. Nick assents to possession. At the hospital, Bobby yells at a doctor who tells him he won't walk again. He says they need to keep fighting, but is pessimistic about their chances. Dean makes a stringed speech saying they should take them all on, angels and demons, and try to win. As Dean and Sam leave the room, Bobby admits that it was the demon who said they didn't want nothing to do with Sam, and that no matter what Sam has done, he'll never stop contact with him. As they walk to the car, Dean admits the speech was for Bobby's benefit. Sam again tries to get Dean to talk about what happened. Dean admits he feels deeply hurt and let down by Sam. Even though he knows Sam is sorry, he doesn't know if he can trust him again. Aww. So let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Meg previously appeared in Born Under a Bad Sign. This is the first appearance of Becky Rosen. This is the first appearance of Nick. This is the first appearance of Sarah. This episode takes place immediately after Lucifer Rising. In Unhuman Nature, it's revealed Nick's family were killed by Abraxas on Lucifer's orders. During Profit and Loss, the ghostess reveals she witnessed Nick give Lucifer consent. And now finally, let's take a look at some trivia. Get back here. This marks the first episode in which Misha Collins has a starring role in Supernatural. This is the first appearance of Castiel as the main character. Despite being previously stated that the brothers' last name never made it into the books, Becky Rosen knows their last name, Winchester, in this episode. This is only one of 2 episodes in season 5 where Lucifer is not played by Mark Pellegrino. The other is The End. The identity of the Archangel that killed Castiel is revealed in Free to Be You and Me. Bobby's the only human that has survived Ruby's knife trying to kill a demon inside of him. In season 4, it seems the fact that the knife kills the human host as well as the demon as a reason to use his psychic powers. It's revealed that Dean is Michael's true vessel. When Sam and Dean are transported onto the plane, they find themselves watching a Looney Tunes episode that features the character Yosemite Sam. In the animated short, Yosemite Sam was being taken to hell by the devil, foreshadowing Sam Winchester finally accepting his role as the vessel Lucifer and jumping into the cage. The episode title is named after a song by the Rolling Stones. When Dean tells Zachariah, "Cramming with the walnuts, ugly," it's a reference to the Simpsons episode, The Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie Show. Homer Simpson assisted to Roger Myers Jr. while auditioning to be the voice of the Myers' latest cartoon character. The radio in the car which Sam and Dean are transported mentions Governor O'Malley, most likely then Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley. On Becky's bedroom wall, there is a street sign that reads Winchester Boulevard. Located on Winchester Boulevard in San Jose, California, is the Winchester Mystery House. It was built by Sarah Winchester, the eccentric widow who married into the Winchester family, which, according to temporary mediums, was cursed. Family members were said to be haunted by the spirits of Native Americans, Civil War soldiers, and others killed by Winchester rifles. She probably built the house in an effort to appease their revenge-seeking spirits. During Lucifer's talk with Nick, It's mentioned that Nick's family was brutally murdered in a home invasion that Lucifer blames God for it and uses to convince Nick to say yes. The murders and Nick getting revenge for them later play a major part in the plotline of season 14, where Nick, after being freed of Lucifer's control, learns that the murders were never solved. Nick eventually discovers that his family was brutally murdered by the demon Abraxas and comes face to face with Abraxas and damaged goods. Abraxas reveals that Lucifer ordered the murder so that he could manipulate Nick before Nick kills him. Lucifer claims that Nick is special and a powerful vessel. Lucifer told Azazel to look for a special child, Sam Winchester, which is term for the special children Azazel created. It's unclear if there was originally a plan to make Nick a special child because he was called that. Later, he admits that Nick is just a plan B because Sam wasn't available. As revealed in season 14's Damaged Goods, Nick was chosen for no other reason than the fact that Abraxas threw a dart at the phone book to determine who to target so that Lucifer could manipulate them. Oh boy. So I really do like this episode, and that's the first episode of season 5. It definitely sets up a lot of plot points that we'll get throughout the rest of the season and also the series as well. So yeah. So overall, I give Sympathy for the Devil 4 Impalas out of 5. When to the bits, wait till the next episode. Good God, y'all. So until then, always keep fighting, everyone. Actually, I should say, until then, carry on, my wayward sons and daughters.